guys, Ash here coming at you today in Etheria Restart. Welcome to the video. Send us some love, some positive vibes your way, especially if you need them out there today. Today, guys, the top 5 SRs in the game, the top 5 epics in the game. Man, I can't wait for this video because they're all beast mode. Obviously, they're cheaper to upgrade, to max out compared to SSRs, and a lot of the ones that we talk about today, almost all of them, can be used and scale into the end game just as much as a lot of the SSRs in the game. So I'm thrilled to bring you that. I want to start out with a couple shout outs really quickly here. The Gritanus, man, not just him, but so many people in the comments have been so awesome, giving me a lot of tips for my account and just general tips. And I wanted to share this one again with you guys from yesterday's video. He was kind enough not only to give me some recommendations, but also outline some SRs and Rs, as well as skill priorities that everybody should invest in. So go ahead and screenshot if you'd like. Found this super helpful. So thanks again for him and everybody who's left some love in the comments. Obviously, I've been playing for about a week and a half, so who am I to definitively say who the top 5 SRs are? That's where my second shout out comes in. I consulted Scoundrel as well as Scratch in making today's list and getting some more context on all these Animuses. So shout out to those guys, right? Because I'm not going to pretend to have a robust knowledge of every SR in the game. With all that said, before we get to the actual list here, I initially had this guy on my list, right? Yang. And although, you know, high praise from my consultants in this video, not quite top 5 material, maybe top 10, top 15. Either way, I love Yang, especially in the early game. This dude's awesome. I don't even have him close to maxed out here. I'm, you know, working my way up on level 45 right now. But let me say, increased attack, increased crit rate, it can be booked down to a 3-turn cooldown. For me, this is huge, you know, because it is so difficult in the early game of any game in this genre, frankly, to get your Animuses to 100% crit rate, your damage dealers, right? Heck, forget 100%, 90, 80, 70% can be a challenge. So having that increased crit rate on the AoE with the increased attack is fantastic. Moreover, he has great turn meter fill on his Wolf Assault. So I really love this dude. I also saw him in some speed runs and Doki Doki in endgame comps. So really love Yang. Wanted to give a big honorable there. Also Marvel honorable mention, Shike honorable mention. There's quite a few really good SRs. And by the way, I should probably just pull up a whole tier list here for you guys to take a look at. This is SR only, and this is kind of the list here that hellhades.com has for each of these Animuses. So I'll go ahead and scroll a little bit, but of course I'll link the website. You guys should definitely bookmark this website, a great resource for you guys in the description below. And they have area rankings too, because honestly, there are no top 5s, right? Let's just be real here, right? It's what you need on your account and where you need it. Me personally, I'm focused on shells and I'm focused on kind of Doki Doki farming right now, but you might not be focused on the same things that I am. That being said, I tried to be kind of a generalist when talking about these Animuses. All right, so number 1 is going to be Valyrian. Valyrian is just a beast. You guys probably already know that. If you don't, if you're a new player, well, welcome to the world of Valyrian. She's absolutely fantastic. You want to start prioritizing the deep sleep ability here. And she's all about support, right? And she's kind of plug and play. Actually have her area rankings here as well. Again, shout out to hellhades.com, the best website in the biz. You can see her PvE ratings. I mean, it says it all, doesn't it? I mean, she's gonna be pretty damn good pretty much everywhere. Even in the arena, you can kind of cheese her. Really strong Animus. She brings a mix, excuse me, of HP equalization. So that's her heal. It's actually really solid. Let me pull it up here. A dream state. She redistributes current HP among all allies, equalizing all allies' percentage while gaining a 2-turn Hazy Dream for herself. What is Hazy Dream? It allows her to protect allies from lethal damage while enabling carefully timed healing and crowd control. Her toolkit is built around balancing HP on your team, keeping allies alive under pressure, and neutralizing threats with sleep effects, making her especially useful in extended fights or PvP encounters where control and survival are keys. Invincibility as well. She releases Dream Bubbles, inflicting a 1-turn invincibility on the target ally with 1-turn heal over time on all allies. For me, guys, I just prioritize basically speed and survivability on her. Again, early game, don't make fun of me too bad, but Swift Rush is the set that I'm using on Valyrian. Next up is going to be Didding. Yeah, of course he was going to be on there, guys. This dude's a monster. He's a sniper, right? He's a menace, and I absolutely love him, right? Here's Didding's area rankings as well, guys. guys. They give him a 3.5 overall. They say his skill Rapid Fire and Power Shock offer consistent damage output with chances of trigger extra hits against marked enemies with built-in crit rate synergy and playstyle centered around target management. He rewards players who can plan their attacks and maximize his marked potential. He's just a great single target damage dealer, right? You can see his abilities are pretty basic, honestly, right? At the start, this is his exclusive mark. This is passive, right? At the start of the turn, he marks the enemy lowest HP percentage, increasing the next skill's crit rate against them by 60%. 150% of the excess crit rate will be converted to crit damage. So obviously that's overkill on the crit rate, but that gets converted to crit damage, and that scales up all the way up to 60%, right? So really freaking solid. I love him. He's just a beautiful damage dealer for your squad. All right, next up is going to be Viper. Man, I love me some Viper. Viper was one of the first SSRs. I'm acting like it was way back in the day. It was like 5 days ago. One of the first guys I maxed out way back in the day in Etheria Restart. His core mechanic, Serpent Skin, enables high-impact counterattacks, while his passive skills reduces crit damage for all allies and triggers precision-based retaliation. His main offensive tool, his Scale Slash, is an AoE attack that strips buffs and applies debuffs, adding further disruption to his defensive playstyle. You can see his area rankings again here. I really love this dude. He, again, depending a little bit on Affinity, he does scale pretty well as well into the end game from what I hear. He has an AoE attack down and decreased speed and the Dispel. I mean, that's a lot of like basically useful abilities all kind of crammed in to one nice AoE. I'm kind of booking it up right now. I want to get, obviously, or skilling it up. I don't know what they call it here in this game. I want to get it to a 3-turn cooldown is what I want to do. So we get a nice kind of blend of some damage here with this dude, and of course some good control, and he has a nice passive, so a lot that he's bringing to the table there. Vipe, really beast of an SR. And then we have Kaz. So Kaz, I actually did not start really investing in Kazuyo for a while, right? And then I kind of ran into a wall with Doki Doki, which is one of the most important areas for module farming in the game. And I invested in her, and let me tell you, I have not regretted it. Obviously, you want to build her with some effect accuracy. Same thing, by the way, on Viper in terms of priorities, even more than damage. You want to make sure they can land their debuffs. Kaz is all about the control. Specifically, she's a beast in Doki Doki, but she's a beast anywhere that you need control, right? Her skill In Dreams provides precise single target sleep with Sync in Void as a powerful AoE ability that combines attack reduction and a chance to inflict slumber. Now, the cool thing about her, though, is her passive, In Slumber, enables her to apply debuffs without waking up sleeping enemies, a rare and potent mechanic that allows continuous control without compromising her CC setup, right? So she's perfect for players who enjoy tempo control, debuff synergy, and status-based lockdown strategies. She's a strong fit for both PvE and PvP that rely on disabling threats and maintaining pressure. I love playing control in these sorts of games, so she's right up my alley. And then last... Already? Are we already there? We're already last, but certainly not least. I have him, but I have not invested in... I fell in love with Gray kind of early on, then I realized that he wasn't like, you know, that great. Anyway, and then our fifth and final SR to talk about in today's video is Obel. This is the dude that actually I added to my list after consulting my expert friends for it, right? Obel apparently is an absolute menace in the end game especially, right? So I wanted to flag him because I have not done anything with Obel, and as a matter of fact, I just summoned this Animus, and I didn't even look at his kit going in today's video, but I hear he's one of the best damage dealers in the end game because of his damage over time Shadow Wave ability. He summons huge and dark waves, dealing 3 hits of 70% damage to all enemies. Each hit has a 20% chance to inflict a 1-turn dot, and there's also a 20% chance to inflict a 1-turn stun. He also dispels, dealing 200 damage with a 45% chance to remove a random buff into 1 stack, to convert a random buff, which is important, into 1 stack of damage over time. So he's converting buffs into damage over time. That's a really freaking powerful ability. Let's see what Hell Hades says about this guy. They said he uses his mastery of water and shadow to disrupt enemies throughout stuns, debuffs, and buff manipulation. His skills include Water Ball for reliant single target damage, Hydro Beam to convert enemy buffs into damage over time effects, and Shadow Wave, which delivers AoE damage and a chance to stun. His combination allows him for control enemy momentum while inflicting consistent pressure, making him a valuable PvP and PvE scenarios where buff-heavy enemies are common. He's a strong pick for players seeking strategic battlefield control through clever debuff application and disruption. You can see his area rankings as well. So he might be, I don't know, that's not to say, as we said in the beginning of the video, it's not to say that these should be the first 5 that everybody goes and maxes out and invests in, but he's certainly someone that I'm going to keep my eye on. I think for my account right now, though, kind of ending where we started, a lot of recommendations to actually get to invest more into Nell. Who else do I have here? Marvel. Also was thinking about going with not this, yeah, this version of Shiki. Was thinking about going with her as well for some healing and support. So anyway, guys, those are some honorable mentions. Those are my amigos recommendations for the top 5 SRs in Etheria Restart. Again, upgrade these Animuses with confidence because they're easier to upgrade and they'll definitely not let you down, in the end game. Thanks for watching till the end of the video. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.